Hi, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. Today I'm going to talk about foot zone therapy and the importance it is for our bodies to stay in alignment. So if you're not familiar with what foot zone therapy is, it is an advanced form of reflexology. So foot zone therapy is an ancient method used by the Egyptians thousands of years ago. And what it does is it goes through all body systems and it helps your body be in alignment. It's kind of like, so I've cleaned homes off and on from my teens on up until current, and I have been able to go into homes and remove the clutter and clean things up. Well, that is exactly kind of what a foot zone therapy session does for you. It's like going into your body and opening things up, clearing the walkways, the pathways, and helping things move smoothly and making sure there's no obstructions or blockages or anything like that. So foot zone therapy also works on a spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical level. It is amazing. So I became a foot zone therapist about a year ago, and it literally has helped my family in so many ways. It's been such a blessing. And I'm going to go over the what, the how, the who, where, right, of how the foot zone therapy works. So I kind of already went over what. What is it? It's this ancient technique, and it is amazing. And like I said, a lot of people are, before I get into that, it does go over the whole body systems, and it helps rejuvenate and give energy and help, find things that might be obstructing your energy field. Anyway, a lot of people think feet are disgusting. I never thought, ooh, I want to rub people's feet. That sounds so fun. In fact, that was my first question to my instructor. I'm like, okay, so I don't think feet are gross, but I've never touched anybody's feet but my own. Maybe my husband's here and there, like very rarely. Like, I never touched feet. And I said, I don't know if this is the class that I should be taking because I don't know. I don't know about feet. And she assured me that shortly I would look at feet in a whole different light. And sure enough, I loved foot zoning, and I foot zone all types of feet. And in my opinion, I want you to look down at your feet right now. Comment in the comments what you think about your feet. So this is my opinion about your feet. All feet are beautiful. I don't care what they look like. All feet are so beautiful. And our feet have done so much for us to carry us through life. They bear all our weight, right? And they help move us forward in life. And feet are pretty special. So on your feet, you have different coordinating spots on the tops and the bottom that correlate to everything inside and out of your body. Foot zone therapy literally works on all body systems. So on the tops of your feet, you'll find there's a place that correlate with your teeth. There's a place that correlate with your jaw, your neck, your on the sides of your feet, your spine on the one side, and it also on your foot on the top, it's your lymphatic system, and there's areas that I'm able to help tell whether a body is dehydrated or hydrated. I am able to tell whether maybe there's too much protein in the body or calcium built up or whatever it is. I'm able as a foot zoner to detect what's going on in the body. On the bottom of the foot, there's other areas. I'm just naming a few. I'm not naming all of them because it goes, think of your entire body system. The foot zone therapy works over the entire body. And so on the bottom of your foot, we have like your lungs, your liver, your spleen, your stomach, and your large intestines, your heart, and all of those great things. Gallbladder, I mean, you name it. Your duodenum and the urinary tract system. So these are the things that literally we go over each time. So before I became a foot zone therapist, I had had several foot zones, but the problem with that was I was only getting it sporadically, like maybe once a year. There was one time where I had had one, and a few months later I had another one, and I really did not feel the effects of a foot zone. I didn't realize that getting a foot zone regularly would help your body in so much more than just going sporadically. It would help your body. So I was going sporadically, so I really didn't know what a foot zone did for the body. But once I went to school and I get them monthly, oh my gosh, I can tell when it's been more than 4 to 6 weeks that I've had a foot zone. I don't let any time past that go by, because how to tell when after you've had a foot zone, I don't tell people when they come get a foot zone for me, I don't tell them, okay, reschedule and I want to see you in 3 weeks. That's not my job. I want people to come get a foot zone as they feel they need it. And usually it is anywhere between 3 and 6 weeks. Everybody is different. And I just tell people, if you're thinking about a foot zone, or if you're feeling off, maybe you're dealing with depression, maybe you're having anxiety, or maybe you are just feeling like your nervous system is not in alignment, whatever it may be. We all have different things going on at different times. And no two foot zones are alike. You're going to have different things show up every time. It's kind of like snowflakes and kind of like our fingerprints. No two foot zones that you get on yourself are going to be alike. Different things come up. So our trapped emotions are stored in the body, and we got physical things going on in the body, and a foot zone therapy session picks up on all of that. No, we foot zoners cannot read your mind, and we don't, know anything about your personal life, so don't worry about that kind of thing. But foot zone therapy is so healing. And I'm trying to think where I was, because I don't want to leave anything out. But if you do have any questions on foot zone therapy, please leave it in the comments. Let's see. So it's like a foot massage. You are getting your foot massaged and rubbed, and it doesn't tickle. It shouldn't tickle. I did have my daughter, when I foot zoned her for a little bit, her foot was so tickly. But after 4 or 5 foot zones, she was like, oh, this feels good. So, that's something that can be worked in. But how often is every 3 to 6 weeks when your body tells you that you would like one? That's a great time. So who's foot zone therapy for? Foot zone therapy is for everyone. It is for a mom that is in labor and after a mom has given birth to a baby. It is for a baby after they've been born, just shortly after they've been born. It is so great to give a foot zone therapy session to a baby. Let's see, who else? It's for everyone, children, adults, male, female, teens. It's just something that helps calm the nervous system down. And who does not deal with stress in life these days? I mean, it's everywhere. And it's important to, it's one of the best things, in my opinion. It's in the top 10 for me, for sure, of self-care. It's a form of self-love and self-care. It's really connecting with your body and putting it into an alignment. And your body will thank you. So just getting a foot zone often is amazing. Now, I don't know, maybe you don't have a foot zone therapist in your area. Check it out. I would check it out, see if you do have a foot zone therapist in your area, and try it out. And you might go to one foot zone therapist and not love the experience. There are several foot zone therapists across the country. I think there's more in the West than there is in the East. And I happen to live in the West side of the United States. So it's something a little more common, but most people do not know about foot zone therapy. So I have some stories that I can share. I'm not going to say who, because I want to keep confidentiality, but so I had a client that they were dealing with neuropathy on their feet, their toes, the bottoms of their feet just hurt all the time for months. And then when I was able to work on them, they said about 6 to 8 months. It was tender and they were feeling these neuropathy pains. And for after I had done 2 sessions, this person came back to me and said, I don't have those pains anymore. My feet are so much better. Like, thank you. So it is amazing what a foot zone therapist session will do. I had a client come to me that they had woke up with a sore throat and they were like, I can't miss work. I gotta go. Can you help me do this? And so I did their throat area and worked on that area, and it took the sore throat away. And I worked on them again later that day, and again it just strengthened that area and it cleared it. So they were in awe about that. When I do foot zone therapy sessions, a lot of people will say, oh my gosh, I feel so energized. I feel like I can take the world on. And I haven't heard a client yet, but most all of my clients get better sleep. So what are the benefits of foot zone therapy? Let's go over that because I haven't yet. The benefits of foot zone therapy are better sleep, better mood, better relationships with your family, and it helps you feel in alignment and it helps you feel relaxed. It helps you aware of your body. Well, all of these can come up in a foot zone therapy session. Is spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. Things will come up. And there are foot zoners that are more on the physical end. And when they're on the physical end, and if you get a foot zone therapy session from them, it's still working on a spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical level. So foot zone therapy is something that is just highly recommended, in my opinion, for self-love, self-care. And if you haven't tried it out, try it out. Look it up. Look one up in your area and try it out. Anyway, so yeah, every 3 to 6 weeks, get a foot zone therapy session. And I want to hear any comments if you have any questions about foot zone therapy. If you've been through a hard surgery, like maybe knee surgery or heart surgery or whatever, it's probably not recommended for about 4 to 6 weeks after a surgery, depending on each individual case. So that's something that you can talk to your foot zone therapist about. But anyway, it is super beneficial and I highly recommend it. And especially if you get regular foot zone therapy sessions, at least every 3 to 6 weeks, and sometimes people have to do it for 6 months to a year to really see that, oh my gosh, this really is having a huge effect on how I feel and how I perform. And so I just encourage you to get a regular foot zone therapy session. So if you have any questions, hit the link. I do have a foot zone therapy link, but I'm not going to share it on my YouTube channel. I'll share it on my Facebook channel. So you can go to Made to Heal with Angela Brown and schedule an appointment if you'd like. So also I want to talk about foot zone therapy helps on a spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical level. And I offer a 12-week course for Christian women that works on those particular areas. I was stuck, I was stagnant, I was not happy for so many years. And by the grace of God and Jesus Christ himself, I was able to come out of it. I was able to apply tools and techniques that I hadn't known of and didn't know of their healing properties. And as soon as I had used them and integrated it into my daily life, it has made a world of difference. And I have not had suicidal thoughts or depression for going on 9 years, which is incredible, you guys, because this is something I dealt with all the time. And so I go over these tools that really help to change my life in those areas. So click on the link in the comments below to sign up for that course. Invite your mom, invite your sisters, invite friends, coworkers, whoever, and come join this journey of healing in the spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical aspect. God bless. Like and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, bye.